Hi everyone. In this video I'm going to show you how I made these recess buttons here that you can see. That's going to be the focus of this video, is how I made these recessed type of buttons. So let me create a new file. I'm going to reset this and use the default file. So now the background color I set to a gray kind of color, and we'll just make sure this has an alpha channel by right clicking on the canvas and selecting add alpha channel. Now there's a lot of ways to go about doing this, but this is how I did it. I made a selection 164 by 164. Try and keep it as even. You want it as even as possible. You don't want it to be 165 and this one to be 167. You want it to be as perfect as it can be. So you want these two numbers to be even as far as the size goes. Positioning is only this when you move it around. So, well, I'm going to put that somewhere near the center. Now, what I want to do is edit, copy this to a new layer. So create a new layer. I created that. Right click and you select new layer, and it will create a new layer with an alpha channel. Now you go edit and paste the circle, and then go layer, anchor layer. So now we have a circle there, right there. And what I did was I alpha to selected this circle. So I right click on the canvas and go down to alpha to selection. And I shrank this selection, shrink by, let's say, 14. And I went edit, clear, select, none. Okay. That gives us our ring. Maybe it should be bigger. Undo, clear. Select, shrink by 16. And then we go edit, clear. So that'll give us our ring. So here we have the ring. And that looks a little too big too. So let me go edit, undo all that. Select, shrink. Let's leave it at, let's go for 13. Edit, clear. Just trying to, that looks, maybe I go to 12. Edit, undo, clear, undo, shrink. Select, shrink. Let's go to 12. Let's go to 10. Okay. Edit, clear. There's our ring. That looks a little better. Select, none. Now we have our ring, right? So what we want to do is make the ring lighter. So I'll select color, brightness, and contrast. So slide this down, slide the slider down, give it some contrast, and there we have the ring. Now we want to alpha, right click and alpha to select the ring. Create a new layer, right click, select new layer. You know, I'm not naming anything. I'm just going on the fly here. Now we want a gradient, put out a gradient, a dark gradient. So I have this color here I selected here to use for the gradient, and I'm going to be using foreground to transparent. Okay, that's what the gradient is set on. Now I want to make stroke this straight down from, say, here. If you hold the CTRL key, it will give it a nice straight stroke, and maybe halfway down to about there, and select none. Now that's the basis or base of our recess. Now what I did is I used the fuzzy select tool, or the magic wand, and I selected the inner portion of the ring, and I grew that selection, grow that by 5. Created a new layer, and filled it with the darker color. It's a little too dark, so I'm going to add some brightness to it. A little too dark. I don't want it too dark. Okay, select none. Now we have that. We have to create. It looks pretty good now. Now we want to put an image in there. I mean, you could put some text or something. Let's see, text. I put a W, and make it white. Make it like a light gray, or a very light gray, and move it to the center. Now what we want is to create a shadow with our ring. That's the gradient. Now I want to right click on this. No, we don't want to do that. I want to create a drop shadow inside the ring. So I'm going to just select the ring and go filter, light and shadow, drop shadow. Let's see, default. Let's set it to default and see how that looks. Okay, that looks pretty good. I like that on the inside, but see the outside, the shadow is showing on the outside. So I'm going to use the magic wand, select the magic wand, and go to our ring, select the outside, and grow the selection by, say, 4, and select the drop shadow and go edit, clear. Maybe clear it one more time. Okay, select none. Okay, now there's our recessed button. That's basically what it looks like. That's how it's done. Now you can add a drop shadow to the letter as well. File, light and shadow, drop shadow. Put this down to 4. And then we have a drop shadow over the letter. Now that's basically how the button is made, or that's how I made the button. Okay, I hope this helps anyone out, and if you like this, like it. If you don't like it, dislike it, whatever. But anyway, thanks for watching. See ya.